this morning. I don't know what's going on with these yoga things. All this technological stuff. Okay. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? It's nice to see you. Are we all kind of settling into the fact that we're going to be in our houses for a while? I hope so. I hope we're feeling pretty good about it. Nobody's having any freak outs just yet. Anyway, so let's take a couple moments, give everybody time to jump on here when they're ready. I am tired. I'm just beat, man. So I don't know what that means for yoga this morning. Does that mean that we go a little wild and try to wake Nicole up? Or does that mean we go really long and slow and hate me either way for it? Who knows? All right. Good morning, everyone. We're going to start exactly the same way as we always do, and that is laying down on our bellies on our mat. So when you're ready, go ahead and roll over. Belly down, right onto the floor. One arm on top of the other. Forehead resting either onto your arms, onto your hands. Some way that's comfortable for you. Maybe rock the hips from side to side a little bit. Get yourself nice and comfy. Start to take some slow, deep breaths into your belly. So really feeling the abdomen expand with your inhale and pull back with your exhale. And just let your eyes close because there's really nothing to see here. I'm not doing anything really cool. I'm just laying on my stomach. So take your time. Deep breaths in. Feel your belly expand. Deep breaths out. Check in on yourself, see what's going on. In class, we usually go through a couple variations here. We say to ourselves, how are we feeling physically? Explore what's going on physically. How do my hips feel? How do my shoulders feel? Am I tired in a joint? Am I tired in a bone? Am I tired in a muscle? And then how are we feeling mentally? Am I just tired mentally? Am I fatigued from so much chaos, from so much drama? Am I bored? Am I exhausted? Just mentally not feeling it. How am I feeling emotionally? What's going on with my emotions? Am I scared? Am I stressed? Am I about to embark on becoming my kid's homeschool teacher and wondering how that has happened to me? Am I excited? And then finally, what is your connection with something bigger than yourself? What is your connection with a spirit bigger than yourself? With your God, with your gods, with your goddess? What about your experience and connection with those around you, those who you love, those who you support, those who you care for, and those who care and love you? What is your connection with the earth, with a plant, with a tree? All of those are really big, deep thoughts to have on a Monday morning, but they're still thoughts to have. And take one or two more big, deep breaths into your belly. And then when you're ready, go ahead and take your legs nice and wide apart, bend both your knees, and start to windshield wiper your legs from side to side. So both legs go from one direction and then across to the other direction. Take your time. Let the movement be slow and steady. You know at this point that all of my classes basically start off this way. So if you're late coming in, don't worry about it. It's always the same. One more time from side to side. And then let's go ahead and release those legs down. They're going to stay wide here. We're going to press the hands into the mat, and we're going to push back into child's pose. The knees are going to stay wide, okay? So we let the belly rest between the thighs, and the knees stay nice and wide. Big toe mounds of the feet come together, drawing the hips back, letting the body settle towards the floor. Maybe it drops directly down onto the mat. Maybe use a block. Maybe, like me, you're going to use your arms. Now we'll just take some deep breaths into the back of the body. Just letting ourselves know that it's time for practice. For about an hour or so, or even 45 minutes, you're going to just be here with your body, with yourself. And take one more breath like this. And then let's go ahead and move forward into hands and knees. Again, still in that same practice, that same format. Every class has the same format at the beginning. Big deep breath in, belly draws down, chest lifts, hips lift. And then exhale, round your spine, really reach that navel up and in. Inhaling, softening the belly, letting the tailbone lift at the top of the head rises. And then exhaling, rounding the spine, really rolling in. And then about 2 or 3 more times, just like this. Inhaling, big deep stretch. Exhaling, nice slow roll. Inhaling, big deep stretch. Exhaling, nice slow roll. Awesome. Come back into center, hands and knees here, top of the head reaching forward, tailbone reaching back. And then from here, let's move our way out of this hands and knees position. We're going to walk our hands forward, tuck our toes under, and draw back into a down dog. So lifting those knees. Before we come all the way up, let's do a little hover here. So the knees are just hovering over the ground. We're pushing the hips back, hanging out here for a moment. Hopefully your mat is not too slippery. And then from here, we're going to start to slide the buttocks up, 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 up. Reaching our heels up, getting nice long legs, and looking back at our feet, making sure they're 3 to 5 inches apart here. Pull up and in through your lower belly. Shake out your head. Give yourself a big amount of height to take on with those buttocks, those legs. And then once again, with an exhale, stretch yourself, or I should say, scoot yourself into that hovering position. So here we go. Hover, 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 hover. And then stretch it back up into that down dog. Let's just try to get into those joints. Here we go. Hover, 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 hover. Really find it. Big stretch, and then come back into that down dog. Last time. Here we go. Hover, 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 hover. Hover, hover. And back up we go. Nice, and now you're probably tired of me having you on your hands, so just walk out your dog for a moment. Shake out your head, soften your jaw. And then nice and slow, walk your feet forward towards your hands. Come as forward as you can. And then once you get towards the front of your mat, bend both your knees to push down and rise. Come all the way up. Adjust your clothing. This is like 80% of all of my Facebook Live is me adjusting my pants. Reach your arms up. Big stretch. And then exhale, let your arms rest down by your sides. Roll out your shoulders a little bit. We're going to turn the head to the right. Just give ourselves a little bit of opening in the side of the left throat. The left throat, not the right throat. Come across center. Take it over to the left. Let that nice twist come into the right side of your neck there. And then back into center, really pressing through the feet, giving this buoyancy here, right? So we're into the feet and lengthening through the spine. One more time. Turn the head to the right. And back into center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back into center. Reach your arms all the way up. Big stretch. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and grab hold of our right wrist with our left hand. Pull gently to the left. Big stretch through the right side. Inhale back to center, grab hold of that left wrist, pull to the right, big stretch. Inhale back into center again. Exhale, bend both your knees, bring your body down over your thighs. Let your hands come down towards the floor. Notice I haven't fully straightened my legs yet. That's because it's Monday morning and I'm tired and I don't want to see if my hamstrings want to open just yet. But if you'd like to have straight legs, go for it. You can also use blocks here. Remember, I'm a giant fan of props. Props are delightful. So from here, little bend in your knees so your lower back opens. Shake out your head, soften your neck and your jaw. You might even start to feel that stretch right about here, even with your knees slightly bent. That's okay. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and walk out here. So we're going to straighten that right leg and then bend the left knee, and then we're just going to go from side to side, just like we did when we were walking in place in dog. Just kind of opening up. Notice your hips are shifting from side to side. That's okay. Let the head just stay hanging down. Maybe you like to close your eyes in this position. You don't have to. But usually when we let the head come down, we think the top of the head to the floor, not the forehead to the floor. So just really letting go of the back of the neck. Beautiful. Let's go up halfway this time. Straighten both legs or keep them slightly bent. Hands to the shins. Then go ahead and straighten those legs even more. Press a little bit gingerly into your shins with your fingertips. Really reach the top of your head forward. And then exhale, come all the way down. And then one more time. Here we go. Inhale, hands to shins. Just waking up that sleepy body. And exhale, come all the way back down. Last time, just like that though, okay? Inhale, big stretch. Exhale, that sleepy body. Next inhalation, right leg's gonna come back. We're gonna take it straight back behind us, finding ourselves in a lunge. Waking up the body with a sun salutation, press your hands into the floor block, step your left foot back, come into a plank. Pull your lower belly in, draw your knees to the floor, shift your chest forward, bend the elbows, buttocks in the sky, chest down, and then inhale and lift up, rolling the shoulder blades back. Tuck your toes under, come back into down dog by engaging your core and shifting back. And then inhale, and however you're going to get there, that right foot's going to come forward. Remember, you can always lift. Push through that right foot. Exhale, left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, stretch to the sky, big, deep length. Exhale, take it all the way back down, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg comes back, nice deep lunge. Here it is. Right leg comes back with a plank. You can lower those knees down again. Butt stays in the sky, chest comes down. Slide forward, open up your heart, big deep inhalation. And then exhale, tuck your toes, down dog. Stretch it back. One more breath here. Maybe the heels are off the ground, maybe the knees are bent. And then left foot comes forward with an inhale. Exhale, right foot forward. That's a forward fold. And then inhale, come all the way up, big stretch. Exhale, let's take it down. Let's add to this crazy sun salutation life that we live. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg comes back, find your lunge. Here we are in our lunge. Now, you can stay here for a moment, readjust, see what needs to happen. Notice if you're rounding your spine or doing some kind of weird amalgamation of a pose. Keep your left knee over your ankle, push your right heel back, lower that right knee to the floor, untuck your toes, pull your belly button to your spine, sweep those arms by your ears, and then use the strength of your core to lift your whole body up. Yes. Right hip comes forward, left hip comes back, and we are finding strength and length in our spine. Here's our right wrist again. Let's go ahead and grab it with our left hand and just pull gently to the left. You can turn your head and look past your arm if you'd like. Inhale back into center. Exhale, lower those hands right back down. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Let's step back into your plank again. Lower just your knees to the floor, little buttocks are in the sky, and lower your chest. Inhale, lift your heart, big stretch. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot comes forward. How's it gonna get there? Maybe you're gonna just yank it forward with your arm. Maybe you're gonna walk forward to get there. Right knee over your ankle, find your space here. Move your right hip back. Get the spine long. And then lower that left knee to the floor. Untuck your toes. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and come up. So from here, sweep those arms by the ears and lift your whole body up in one long line. It's a little harder to do it that way. Grab hold of your left wrist, pull gently to the right, open up that left side of your body. You can look past your bicep here if you'd like. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take those hands right back down. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, step back again with your right foot. Here we go. So you can go ahead and lower those knees, chin, and chest just like you did before, or you can shift forward, lower about 2 inches off your mat. Inhale, lift your heart, come into that up dog position. Little bend in the elbows to create that strength. Then exhale, core engaged as you roll back into down dog. Big stretch here. Nice, slow, deep inhale and exhale. We're going to find our left leg. So this time, instead of just lifting the left leg forward, I'd like to see if you can try lifting your left leg to the sky first. Lift your right heel to get a little bit more height. Blocks under your hands will help, and then we're going to carry this left foot forward, all the way forward to the floor. You can lift that leg with your hand if you need to. We're coming into a high lunge, so you're going to push back through your right heel, left thigh parallel with the floor. We're going to take one hand to the left thigh and then the other, and we're going to help press ourselves up. And then once again, adjust our clothes. The right arm's going to come up and overhead. Let's push down onto this left thigh with this left hand so that we can turn the body towards the left. Now take that right hand to the outside of your left knee. Keep it over the ankle, please. And then reach your left arm back. You can look through your thumb if you'd like to. Push back through your right heel. One more breath. Inhale, bring both arms up. And then this time, exhale, forward over the left thigh. Reach your arms back and hold here. Push back through your right heel. Just give yourself a little hold. Just a little longer. Last breath. Hands to the floor. Step back into plank. All right, so lower knees, chin, chest, or halfway. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, core engage, come back into down dog. Big stretch. Nice deep breath. And then from here, let's see if we can lift that right leg. Right leg comes up. Right foot comes forward. Knee over top of the ankle, push back through your left heel. Remember, this is going to stay high here, okay? So the right hand comes to the front thigh, then the left hand. Shoulder blades draw back, push back through your left heel. Let's press down onto that right thigh with that right hand. Lift the left arm up by our ears. Turn the torso towards the right, push back through your left heel. And then take that left hand to the outside of your right knee, which is over your ankle, and reach that right arm back. Look through your thumb. Hello, thumb. Keep reaching back through that left heel, right knee stays forward. Stay with it. Just breathe. One more to go. Inhale, sweep everything up. Exhale, bring the torso down so it's like leaning across that front thigh, and you're reaching your arms back, pushing back through your left heel, finding strength, finding that heel, pushing back. One more breath. Hands come down. Wonderful. Step back into plank or just go straight to down dog. It does not matter. Lower. Lift. Down dog. Shake out your head. Take a child's pose if you need to. There's no judgment here, friends. Just your practice. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. All right, here's your left leg. So again, we're going to lift it to the sky. We're going to carry it forward. We're going to take it to a high lunge. One hand, second hand, and we're going to spin that right heel to the earth. Heel down. So now your hips are facing the long side of your mat. Hopefully your left heel lines up with your right instep. And then from this position, you can bring your arms out to the side and find yourself in warrior two. Almost trying to get that left thigh parallel. We're going to move with the breath here. So your inhale is going to straighten your left leg. You're going to look up towards your thumbs. And then your exhale is going to take you right back into warrior two. 3 more. Inhale, lift, lengthen, come up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift, lengthen, reach. Exhale, warrior two. 1 more. Lift, lengthen, reach. Exhale, warrior two, hold. Breathe. Let that knee roll back towards the pinky toe. Find the center of your chest lifting. 3 more breaths. 2. 1. Carry it out. Left hand, right hand. Lift your back heel. Step back into your plank. Wonderful. Hold your plank here, guys. Or place your knees on the floor and hold your plank. Either way, it's okay. Hold and breathe. Hold and breathe. Hold and breathe. 1 more. Beautiful. Lower the way you want to. Knees, chin, chest, or halfway. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, down dog. Let's go straight on into the other side before there's a mutiny. Right leg up. Right foot forward. High lunge to start. Hands to the front thigh. Here we go. Lower that left heel to the floor. Right instep, left or right heel, left instep, excuse me. And then from here, bring those arms out. Let that knee open back towards that right pinky toe. Let the left hip come back. Find your space in your shoulders and your chest. And let's go up and down. Here we go. Inhale up. Look towards your thumbs. Exhale, bend. Drop down into that deepness. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Don't come off those pinky toes. Exhale, bend. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend and hold. Here we are, right near your ankle. Pushing down through that pinky toe of that back foot. Finding that happy space. 1 more breath. And out we go. Right, left. Lift your back heel. Step back into your plank. All right, so here we're in our happy little plank space. Hold your plank. Remember, your knees can come to the ground. Stay breathing. Stay with us. If you're not planking, it's okay. You could be in down dog or child's pose. One more breath. Lower, lift. Big stretch, stay here for a moment. Untuck your toes, lower your knees. Open up the front of your body. Tuck your toes. Come back to down dog. Don't let those heels swing in. Find yourself happy here. Find yourself peaceful in your breath. One more breath like this. Perfect. So we're going to do a little different of a posture here, and I want to give you the modification first. So the modification for this pose is to have your knees on the floor, to lift your right leg back, because we'll start on the right. Exhale, round your spine, pull the knee in. Inhale, come back. So working that knee towards the nose. Some of you have not been blessed with the size nose that I have, so maybe that's harder, I understand, but try engaging your core, trying to bring your knee closer to your nose. For those of you who are like, no, Nicole, I'd rather do it the other way. Whatever, fine with me. Right leg comes up, you're gonna come into plank and pull your knee to your nose. So your either hands and knees are here, exhale, pull it in, round and lift. Inhale, come back. Exhale, pull it in, round and lift. Inhale, come back. Two more. Exhale, pull it in, round and lift. Inhale, come back. One more. Exhale, pull it in, round and lift. Inhale, come back. And then exhale, place that right knee or right foot on the floor. Down dog, child's pose. Pet the dog, whatever you need to do. Because there's 4 to the other side still. Are we ready? Maybe after I adjust my clothing yet again. All right, here we go. Knees on the floor or feet on the floor, it's up to you, but you're gonna lift this left leg. Exhale, round, lift, pull. Inhale, carry it back. Exhale, round, lift, pull. Inhale, bring it back. 2 more. Exhale, round, lift, and pull. Inhale, take it back. Last one. Exhale, round, lift, and pull. Inhale, take it back. Take that left foot to the floor. Everybody's knees come down. And child's pose. Rotate those wrists. Wiggle your fingers. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Right? Modify, my friends. Always modify. Always modify. You don't have to do it all. Just some of it. Hardest part was getting on your mat in the first place. All right. So, hands and knees again. So we're going to move into one more plank variation type of situation. Plank variation situation. So you can do this 2 different ways. You can keep your left knee bent and extend it back behind you a little bit, left hand underneath of your shoulder, and kick that right leg out. So this is a modification for your side plank. You're gonna lift the right arm up and take that right arm by your right ear. And we're gonna really hug that left hip underneath of us. So this is your side plank if you don't like doing side planks. Another way of doing this is to do a plank. Shift your heels to the left, to the left, to the left. Reach your right arm up. And then sweep that arm by your ear and lift, really reach those hips up, okay? So, for those of you who have not been holding plank this whole time, come on down, let's come up together as a family. Distance might have had us apart, but we're still family. So from here, whichever whatever choice you want, whatever choice you want, you're gonna come into plank or hands and knees. Left leg's gonna come to the side. Right arm's gonna come up. We're gonna lift the hips, stretch the right arm as much as we can. Breathe, create a rainbow with our sides. A rainbow with our sides. Man, I miss having the class in front of me. One more breath. Take it all the way down. Woo! Take a break. Rotate that left wrist. Maybe sit back for a moment. Press the palms away. I know it's rough on the wrist. Think about lightening your wrist here by pulling the wrist up a bit. Okay? So here we go. Let's try it on the other side. Hands under the shoulders. Plank-tastically happy here. Or knees bent. Take it to the side. Reach that left arm up first. Lift those hips, create a side bend that's kind of like a rainbow. Breathe. Lift, 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 lift. Oh, keep breathing now, okay? Don't stop breathing. It does not make this easy. One more. And down. Nice. Roll forward into plank. Knees, chin, chest, or halfway. Inhale, lift your heart. Big stretch. Take your time to get here. Look over your right shoulder. Look over your left shoulder. Go back to center. And then slowly roll back. Take that child's pose again. You've been on your hands, so roll them out. Wiggle out your fingers. Jamie's letting Diesel come back in because he had to go out and now he has to come in again. And this has been my day in quarantines. One more breath. I whisper to him, "You're not the boss of me," as I let him in and let him out 16 more times in an hour. All right, so back into hands and knees. We're going to come out of this with a nice down dog. Tuck your toes. Down doggy. And let's walk our way forward towards our hands. So just taking those steps forward. Oh, to be off the hands though, how nice. Wiggle out those wrists. Blocks are cool. Use blocks. Be like the cool kids. Know your props, know your body, know your form. Press through those feet. Come all the way up. Big stretch to the sky. Here we go. Back up we go. This time let's interlace our fingers above our head. Turn the hands inside out. Push the palms away. Try not to push your pelvis forward. It looks like Urkel and feels probably very uncomfortable. So letting those hips come back and lengthen. Pressing through the palms. And then releasing the hands. So we're going to step the right foot back and come into Warrior One. So the right foot comes back, let's say, about 3 feet. And if you've done yoga with me in class, you know I actually have no clue what 3 feet looks like. This is just a guess, a number I come up with in my head. So the toes of your foot, your right foot, are going to face towards the outer edge of your shoulder. You're going to bend your left knee. The legs are going to come in towards center here. We have a tendency to splay open in this pose, so I want you to find that nice controlled core center. So lifting through the pelvic floor, finding the ribs moving together at the base here so that the chest can open a bit, and then bringing the arms up. Left knee over your ankle. If the knee goes past your ankle, just take a couple more steps back. Your right hip wants to come back. Of course it does. Move your right hip forward. Try not to grip the floor with your toes, even the back toes. Hold here in this Warrior One. We're going to go into a humble or a bowing warrior here. So your hands are going to come behind your back. You can try grabbing your elbows if that's more comfortable. You can try interlacing your hands, see how that feels. You can even keep your hands on your hips if you need to. Move the arms back. Then from here, right hip stays forward, left hip's level. We're going to start to bring the body down over that left thigh. So we start here, just kind of hanging out here, seeing what it's like. This might be it. This might be our space. Or you bring your body to the inside of the left leg and let the top of the head come towards the floor and the arms come overhead. For those of you who can just take your head plop to the floor, go for it. Don't let me stifle your genius. For those of you who could do it but just don't want to show off, that's cool too. Let's just say that's all of us. For those of you who can't do this and don't care to ever try, I understand. One more breath. Let's come up slow. So coming up slow is important. Your head's been down. We don't want to get dizzy. Reach those arms up. Woo, that was fun. And then we're going to take this into a variation of Warrior 3. You're going to bring the arms down by your hips. Start to bring the torso forward over the front thigh. Lift the back heel. Carry that back leg up. Modify by placing your hands on the chair, on a block, on the floor. We're only here for 3, 2, 1. Bend your left knee. Place that right foot next to your left. Arms come up, big stretch. Interlace your hands, push up. Lean to the left. Exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, release those arms. Shall we try it on the other side? I think we should. Left leg's going to come back. Right toes are facing forward, the knees bent. And we're going to go into Warrior 1 first. If the knee goes past the ankle, take it a little further back. Left hip's coming forward. Chest is open. Core is engaged because guess what? You're in a little bit of a back bend here. Take those hands behind you. Interlace your fingers, move your arms away. And then as you're ready, exhale. Let's come forward over that thigh. Hang out here, okay, guys? It's a good place to be. It's like a bus stop. Or take it to the inside. Let those arms come overhead. Find that strength, find that length, find that space. Oh, goodness gracious. Don't give up, okay? You're doing okay. You're doing great. Let's come up nice and slow. Take your time. Excellent. Come back through Warrior 1 first. And let's take it to Warrior 3. Remember, one side of your body is different than the other. The arms are just going to hang. We're going to bring the body down. Reach through the fingertips. Stretch up into that left leg. Find your balance on the right. Hips are level. Top of the head's forward. 3, 2, 1. Bend that right knee and let's step that left foot next to the right. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, sweep them back. Hands to the lower back. Hips stay forward. Chest lifts, elbows roll in. Maybe the head comes back a little bit. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and take this down to the ground. So all the way down to the floor first. Hands to the ground. And then we're going to step back with our feet. Plank on the ground. And then we're going to lower the body down to the floor. All the way onto the ground. So here we are. We're back on our bellies. Back on the bellies again. Arms are going to come back. Top of the head can rest on the ground. Unless your nose is the size of mine or bigger, then you might have a problem here. So you might need to turn your head. It's okay to turn your head. Okay. Turn the head to face down again. It's okay if you no longer want to put your nose on the floor. I get it. We're going to lift up with the legs first. So big deep breath into the belly. Exhale, contract the core. Inhale, lift the legs. Lift the chest. Lift the arms, Jalandhasana. Little locust here. It's a happy little locust. Just kind of enjoying our time here. Breathing deep, maybe lifting a little higher. Maybe not, don't have to. One more breath. Exhale, Inhale, lower right back down. For those of you who had a cheek to the floor, take the opposite cheek to the floor. Shall we do it again? I think we should. So, when you're ready, excuse me one moment, to go somewhere quick. Here you go. There you go. Go on up. Okay, so laying down onto the mat again. One more time on Shalabhasana. So legs are gonna lift. Torso's gonna lift. Body's lifting. Strong as we can be. Squeezing those arms to sides. This is our last one, so just hold it here for a little bit longer. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Until my dog gets up. There we go. And then lower all the way down. It's a long time to be there. I hope you realize that. Take your cheek to the floor or your head. And then from here, bend both your knees. Maybe place one arm on top of the other and windshield wiper the legs. It's good to do a little bit of twisting in the lower back after that. All right, we're gonna roll over onto our bellies. Oh, sorry, roll our bellies, onto our back. And I'm gonna check the time because I don't have a watch on. There we go. Okay. So from here, laying onto our backs, we're gonna pull this right knee into our chest and extend our left leg onto the sky, And then we're gonna lower this left leg so that it comes about 2 inches off the floor. So just take your time, breathe, keep the core engaged, it's going to help. So your left leg is above the ground and your right leg is going to come to the ceiling. So for some people, these are the coolest things that we do in class. And for some people, there's already a growling amongst you. But we're going to helicopter. So the way helicopters work is that the right leg is going to come out to the side as the left leg comes out to the side. We'll come into a giant V shape and then carry it back through center. And then it happens again, only to the other direction. Right leg comes out, left leg comes out, big giant V, and then carries it back to center. So engaging that core the whole time. And coming through. Staying strong. These levers are long. It makes it a little hard. You might hear some snap, crackles, and pops here. We're going to do this one more time on each side. Squeeze that belly button to the spine. Squeeze that belly button to the spine. Beautiful. Your right leg should be extended. The left knee is going to come in. And then carry that right leg back up and pull both knees to your chest. Rock from side to side. Excellent. Go ahead and hold on to that left leg again. Send that right leg to the sky. Lower that right leg down a couple inches off the floor. And then from here, as you exhale, you're going to bring your forehead towards your left knee. Not by pulling, just by engaging the floor and lifting. You're going to inhale, slow and lower down. Exhale, pull the right knee in. Inhale, send the left leg out. Exhale, come back up to the knee. Inhale, lower. Exhale, pull the left knee in. Inhale, send the right leg out. Exhale, Inhale, pull the forehead to the knee. Inhale, lower. Exhale, pull the knee in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull the head into the knee. Last one. Inhale, lower. Exhale, pull the knee in. Inhale, send that right leg out. Exhale, pull the head to the knee. Inhale, lower. Exhale, pull that right knee in. Place your hands behind your thighs here. And then bring those legs straight to the sky. Wiggle out your feet. Let your hands slide down the back of the thighs for just a little bit of engagement here. And then from here, let's take the legs wide. Turn the feet out. Bend both the knees so that they come down towards the floor. Some of you are going to be able to jam those knees right into the ground because you got those amazing hips and legs. You're going to either grab the insides of your thighs, notice my feet are still facing the ceiling, or you're going to try and grab the bottoms of your feet. Some people prefer the inside, some people prefer outside. It's whatever feels best for you at this point. Knees are going to come out to the side, feet are going to face the ceiling. If you notice that your tailbone's lifting up to do this, then maybe grab the inner thighs instead of the feet. You want the tailbone to stay pretty much towards the floor. And then we'll go into what was lovingly dubbed Drunken Baby by one of my students almost 8 years ago. You're going to keep the left knee bent and straighten the right leg. And as you straighten the right leg, the right toes might come to the floor. You're going to stretch to that right. And you're going to exhale, bend the right knee, and then inhale, straighten the left leg. Maybe the toes come to the ground. So you're just kind of tapping the floor. Tapping from one side to the other side. Taking your time. Little happy, drunken baby. This sounds like a terrible thing, doesn't it? One more time from side to side. And then coming right back in and taking the soles of your feet together. Let's lower those pinky toe sides of our feet to the floor. For those of you who don't have knees that touch the ground, you can use your blocks and place them right under your thighs. I'd like you to readjust your lower back here so it doesn't feel like the skin or your clothing is pulling on your flesh too much. So you're just letting yourself kind of rest in this pose so the lower back doesn't feel bunched or tearing or tightened. And then just starting to find a slow, deep breath into your belly. We are getting into the end game here of our practice together. But we're not there yet, so don't run away, don't run off just yet. I know, as soon as we start laying down on the ground, we're like, oh goodness, I have to eat dishes done. Don't disappear just yet. Hang out for a bit. Okay, so while you're breathing into your belly, I want you to notice the length of your inhale and your exhale. And if you can, I'd like you to try to even out the length. So if you inhale for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 4. If you inhale for a count of 5, exhale for a count of 5. I have a tendency to inhale for 5, so I'm going to go ahead and count it from 5 for right now. And then just once or twice we'll do it that way, then you can do it your way. So it goes inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. one more time like that. And then at the end of that exhale, go ahead and start to help your knees come together. Walk your feet about mat distance apart. And windshield wiper your legs from side to side. And you might need to move your blocks for this. And one more time from side to side. Let's come back into center. We're going to pull our knees towards our chest. And then we're going to pull the knees together here. Go ahead and extend that left leg and let it rest on the floor. Place that left hand to the outside of the right knee and just let your body drift over to the left. Right arm comes away from you. And let's work our way back through center. Extend that right leg and take it over to the other side. And then coming right back into center again. Let's go ahead and extend the legs and extend the arms. Find that nice deep stretch from fingertips to toes. And then let the arms rest down by your sides. Readjust your back. Readjust your front. Whatever you need to do here. And then, just because I am not used to laying down while doing this part, you guys stay laying down. I'm going to sit. And just let your eyes close. Give yourself some time before you embark on this brand new world, on this brand new day, to just be allowed to breathe and to settle, to feel your body. And how lucky we are to have this body. How magical this body is. Maybe you can start to feel the breath slowing down. Maybe if you allow it, the body will get heavy. You will soften towards the floor. Maybe you can allow a gentle calm from deep within start to radiate throughout the whole body. Soothing and releasing the frustration and pain. The fear and sadness. And then, when you're ready, maybe the body would like to wake up just a little bit by wiggling the fingers and the toes. And then maybe you can pull the knees in towards your chest and roll over onto the fetal position. So staying in that fetal position, right? Staying within your head, resting on your arms and your knees towards your chest and laying on your side, because there was a time in our lives that we were safe, we were secure, we did not have to worry about anything, just our own nourishment, our own growth, and that was when we were within the womb. And going back into that womb state. And then when you're ready to rile yourself from that state, you can go ahead and press your left hand into the floor and help yourself up to seated. Sitting nice and tall, maybe closing your eyes. Maybe taking your breaths a little deeper now. Maybe taking advantage of the quiet that's within, even if there isn't quiet outside of you. We can't control everything that's going on around us. We can control our reactions, at least a little bit. Take just a couple more breaths here. You did beautifully today. I'm so proud of you. Bring the hands together in front of your heart. Bow your head towards your fingertips. If it is in your practice, I wish you and say namaste. If not, the light within me bows to the light within you. And if that doesn't work for you either, happy Monday. Please stay safe inside. You are a blessing to us all, and I'm so grateful for you. Be well.